Good morning, happy Monday. So I'm making myself a smoothie. So I have, this one's going to be passion fruit with blueberries and protein powder. I'm kind of really filming this because I did not have anything to write down how many grams I ended up having of my blueberries and passion fruit. So anyway, for now I am using the Nutivia Superfoods protein powder, also putting my super greens in there. But this is my last serving of this, so I have my prime protein that I'm going to use up now. Anyway, I'm going to measure out some almond milk, and this will be kind of my pre-breakfast breakfast. So how I like to start my morning now is with my protein smoothies like this, and I can get my greens in because you guys know I'm like having trouble drinking them. So I'm going to pair this with a yogurt and 2 of my pumpkin muffins that I showed in meal prep. I will pop everything up here on the screen so you know how many points and macros and all of that stuff. Good morning, happy Monday. Just realized I forgot my lip gloss. I always do that until I get on here and it's like, oh, you look a little naked there. How y'all doing? How was your weekend? Mine was about the same as usual. I have my Apple Watch on. That's one of my goals this week, is to wear it every day and close up my rings. I've made some good goals this week, tracking. I did really good this weekend when I told you guys I was gonna, with my Friday, I was gonna be good and not give in to anything and not make it turn into a whole weekend thing. And I did that very well this weekend. So I was very consistent this weekend. It's a little hard. I'm struggling a little bit with just some personal mental stuff going on in my head. And I'm just trying to get past that, and because I'm afraid that it's probably causing some stress in my body, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I'm hoping that if I kept kind of check off some boxes this week. So I brought my planner back out and I have my goals on there. So I can't remember what the goals were. I know tracking, I know, so I had my top 3 on there, which was for sure wearing my Apple Watch and trying to close up the rings every day, and tracking. I cannot remember what the third one was. I want to stay really consistent this week. I want to make sure I hit my reading goals, my water goals, all of that stuff. So I will share that with you every day. I have my meals listed out on there. I have my dinners listed out. As far as lunches and breakfast, I just kind of wing it usually, but I am going to put in my tracker all of my dinners, since I do have those all planned out, and then that way I can kind of plan around the rest of the meals. We're supposed to be really hot again this week. This is the weirdest summer ever for us. I mean, we're supposed to hit 89, I think, the next 3 days, which is so odd. But I'm drinking my beautiful looking smoothie. These are always so beautiful looking when you have those greens in there. Alrighty, we're gonna head off to work. For my morning snack, I have some Mediterranean hummus, veggies, and some tomatoes. Hey guys, it is lunchtime. To adjust you here a little bit. So, eating my lunch. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but it is so good. So it's the buffalo chicken pasta, which I'll pop it up here. I made it in my meal prep. It is so good. And actually, once I put all the stats in there, it actually came out to not that bad as far as fat. That was my biggest concern, was the fat content was going to be super high. But I think because I was able to get 5 servings out of it, it's not that bad at all. And it's so tasty. And it has a good amount of protein, which is what I was hoping for. I had, if you watched my meal prep, first I was going to do 4 servings. The original recipe was 6 servings, but it used a pound of pasta and a whole block of cream cheese, and I knew that I wouldn't eat 6 servings over the week. And then, so I just decided I dropped it down to where it'd be only 4 servings, so I calculated it that way. But then when I portioned it out, yeah, the servings were just huge after I portioned out, even with 4 servings. And I knew that it's I can get away with not eating that big of a serving. So I went ahead and went with the 5 servings, which turned out really good. So I'm sure that's why the stats were a lot better than I thought they would be. I don't know what the original, I'm trying to multitask here. I don't know what the original recipe, I don't ever look at that on the original recipe because I know I'm gonna use different ingredients and things like that, and I'm gonna change it up to what works for me. And so I never look typically at the nutrition count of any recipe because like I said, I'm gonna change it up anyway. I hardly ever do a recipe exactly the way it shows. I usually do so many changes to them. So I just throw them in my tracker. Now, even if you use the exact same amounts, I still recommend putting them in your own tracker because here's the thing. Like if you've never looked at the nutrition label of say like, okay, let's just say cream cheese. I don't think they're universal. So you have, depending where you shop. So if you get the Philadelphia cream cheese, if you get the store brand, whatever you get, it may be different count on there. So you can't really go by the nutrition facts on a recipe, on a recipe website. And I think that's why sometimes people don't put them on there. And then you'll see in the comment section somebody asking, well, where's the nutrition count? And I'll see them comment, well, the thing is, if they put the nutrition count on there, then there's always going to be somebody who's going to say, that's wrong, that's wrong. So that's why I always say, this is my calculations based on the ingredients that I'm showing you and the brands that I'm showing you because they do all differ. So just keep that in mind. But it is a nice kind of idea, it's a nice idea, gives you a nice idea. But on some blogs and stuff, unless they are being very specific in a recipe or they're working with a company, typically they do not call out what brand they're using. And I think it's because like the bigger blogs, if they call them out, then I don't know if like they're supposed to. I don't know all the rules around that. So anyway, I mentioned this morning my plan. So I could not remember what my top 3 priorities were. That's really sad that I couldn't remember what my top 3 priorities were this week. And so here they are. So wear my Apple Watch and close all my rings. So let's give you a status update. It is 12:40 right now. I have 5 out of 12 standing hours. So I'm at 41% of my standing hour ring. I'm at 13% of my exercise, which is fine. I have not done my exercise yet. So those minutes that it's showing, it's just probably from getting up and going to the bathroom at work. Maybe I moved really quickly. And then my movement, I'm at 40% of my goals. So doing really good. I will get all those close today because I plan on doing my workout when I get home. So doing good on that. Consistency, so that's really going to be more judged throughout the entire week. And then unplug and read. So that's one thing I've been really trying to do because I finally got out of my reading slump, which was great. I've read 3 books in like 4 days. And it was so nice to get out of that reading slump. But I do notice that I will completely veg out and just, binge watch like YouTube, or right now I'm currently watching The Big Bang Theory. Just started from the very beginning. I have not seen that show in years. And I just started and I'm already on season 5. So I just started it a little over a week ago. So I need to just unplug everything, get off of social media. I already have my phone to turn off all notifications at 9:30. And then that way I'm not getting caught up in any notifications from YouTube or from Instagram or whatever, people posting things, that kind of thing. So I have that, I did that, and I'm thinking about switching it to 9 o'clock. I did 9:30 just because, I didn't know at the time how to allow certain people. So I didn't want to miss any messages from any of the kids. So now that I know I can allow certain notifications to come through, I may adjust the time. And then that way, my text messages I have those completely not blocked from my family and those kind of things. So that way, if the kid texts me at 2 o'clock in the morning because of an emergency, I can get it. But everything else I have on Do Not Disturb. And it's just like I said, so I can just unplug. So one of my top 3 goals this week is to unplug and read at the end of the night rather than watching anything. And then my routines and goals, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about my planner. My routines and goals, water, do my 100 ounces, which I've already finished one of these at work, which these are 24 ounces. This one is my second one here at home, so I'll easily be able to do that. I just need to drink 4 and a half of one of these. So I have to fill up the other one when I get back to work. I'll fill up another one there and I'll hit my water goal. And then tracking, 30 minutes on my bike or take a walk, and then 60 minutes of reading. So I have all my meals also out on here. I have my specific body part workouts that I'm going to be doing on here. I still have them on my full calendar, but this is just how I'm going to plan out like the full month, and then I'm going to transfer them over to these weekly planners. And this is I got this from Lauren over at Louise Lane. So check out her channel. While we're doing shout outs, and she's great. So if you don't watch her, she's great. I discovered like a new YouTube channel. It just popped up under my recommendations. And I totally binge watched a ton of her videos. And it sounds like I have not gone like back to watch any videos. I've just been watching kind of the current ones. It sounds like she used to be on WW, so it's probably why she popped up on my feed. So it sounds like she used to be on WW, but she's now counting calories and macros, but she also gets the WW points in her videos. But her name is Sophia MarieDee, I feel like. I will link her channel down below. She is really good. She's really real, so that's why I'm thinking a lot of you guys will like her, because you guys are always telling me how you like that I'm telling you when I'm not doing that great, and I'm just giving you my real life, and it's like not perfect. My videos are not perfect. And that's kind of like I don't want to say it's like she has bad videos. She doesn't at all, but she's just real. It's just real. Like she's just giving you her real life, what she's eating when she goes out to eat, her workouts. I mean, she has a full-time job. It's just a lot of it is like, I can really relate to. She's younger than me, which is most typical of every YouTuber that I watch. But I definitely recommend her channel. So if you have not watched her, she has like 28,000 subscribers. She definitely deserves more. I don't know how long she's been around. Look at my shaggy dog. Like he has an appointment on October 8th to get that shagginess away. Anyways, check her out. I will link her channel down below, but I highly recommend her. Anyway, that's all I have to catch you up on. Today's been a pretty good day at work. I got a lot of things caught up. Feeling really good about it. So I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm probably gonna take this with me to go. I had to stop at Dollar General and pick up a gift bag for my coworker at work who's having a baby. So I had to pick that up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in a to-go container and then head back to work and get things done. It is so nice outside. I really I'm enjoying this weather, but on the other hand, it's like I really like fall. And I feel like we're getting like kind of gypped out of fall, because before we know it, the rainy winter season is going to be here. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe fall weather in other places is probably just like this, but it's like, in the 80s still. And it's just crazy. Like the rain that we had last week was so nice. And now we're back up to heat again, which, like I said, we have some really bad winters sometimes and not very good summers. And so it's nice to kind of have this, but I am kind of missing the fall because I really want to get into like making soup and stuff, but it's hard when it's going to be 90 degrees outside. I guess all y'all from like Florida and California and all them, you guys have to deal with this all the time. But for us in Oregon, this is totally unusual, but actually kind of not, because Oregon's kind of known for not having the most regular weather. Like you just never know here. It's sunny right now and all of a sudden there could just be a downpour rain and coming out of nowhere and you have no idea what's going on. So yeah, that's typically how it is. Anyway, okay, so I will see you guys at dinner. We're gonna do the pork tenderloin and we're gonna do some green beans and potatoes on the side. So I will share that with you when it's time. I'm going to eat a half of this for my afternoon snack. These are super rich, so for me, a half of them is just perfect. All this is going into the oven. This you just cook it in a bag. I'm going to chop the ends off of these, chop these up, toss them with some cooking spray and some seasoning, and then I'll show you what dinner looks like when it's all done. And here's my finished plate. So I have some potatoes, some green beans, and then the pork tenderloin. I'm telling you guys, this pork tenderloin is amazing. Good morning, happy Tuesday. So I'm gonna have some oatmeal today. I was really craving it. I have my protein shake that is with the dragon fruit and mixed berries, and then I'm gonna bring this pumpkin pie light and fit Greek yogurt. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I am heading off to work, of course. Because what else do I do besides go to work? You know, if anything motivates me at all, which I had a fantastic day yesterday, by the way. I did really good, and I am noticing that I am catching myself, like, not even craving anything. Like, lately I've been, like, before this, I was like craving like peanut butter, and I would have like peanut butter and apple, but I would have like way more peanut butter than I was supposed to. And like last night I was like, I'm just gonna have an apple. Like, the apples right now are so good because they're really in season, and so they're just tasting fantastic. So I just been wanting, that's been like really great. But every time I get dressed in the morning, that is definitely my motivation, because things are just not fitting me well, and I have got to just, I don't know, there's just so much stress right now, and I'm just trying to like get past it and try not to let it affect me, because I know that's what it's doing, and it's just driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. But I had a really great day yesterday. I didn't close up the vlog. I made dinner and then sat down and started reading for a while. But I did close up all my rings. I actually did 40 minutes of activity. I did a 30-minute bike ride, and then I did a 10-minute leg workout, which that's the thing, like, I need to do my leg workouts on days that I'm not doing my bike, because I did my bike first because I figured it'd be a good thing to do, because my meal took exactly 30 minutes in the oven, so I knew I wanted to do a 30-minute bike ride. So I put it in the oven, then jumped on my bike real quick, and I did my 30 minutes. And then, so I figured that was the best way to knock out my bike, because I was having to wait for that anyway. And then after dinner, I went to go do my 10-minute, or it was supposed to be a 20-minute leg workout, but my legs were so tired because I have increased my intensity on my bike. And my legs were so tired that I could not really finish the leg workout, so I did 10 minutes. But I still did 40 minutes of exercise, so my rings all closed up, and I closed up my last ring, which is always my standing one, which I think it's off a little bit, because I feel like that it doesn't always detect when I'm standing, or maybe it's just because it only detects it once an hour. Is that how it works? I don't know. But I closed up my last ring when I was like doing dishes, like way later in the evening. I was finishing cleaning up the kitchen and stuff pretty close to bedtime, and then it closed up the last ring for the standing one. But the movement and the activity I did, I have a lot of problem with my activity syncing and detecting, and I almost thought it wasn't going to close up, but I knew I had my activity. I could look at it and it showed the 40 minutes of activity, but it never did my ring. I had to open up my app on my phone and have it like all sync, and then it finally worked. So anyway, so you saw what I brought for breakfast. So this one is the dragon fruit. My greens never they never mix up all the way. So this is the dragon fruit with a little bit of mixed berry, and unsweetened almond milk, and the protein powder, and my super greens. And then I feel like this is like at the weirdest angle, like, okay, well, that was fun. That's what was going on. It wasn't quite closed up. Anyway, so then I brought the oatmeal. I woke up craving oatmeal. I actually dreamed about oatmeal. I dreamed that I was eating oatmeal. It was the weirdest thing. So anyway, I brought that oatmeal, and then I brought a yogurt. So I'll make the oatmeal when I get to work. And then I brought some veggies and Bolt House Ranch for snacking. So now I'm gonna head off to work, and I'll see you guys at lunchtime. For my morning snack today, I have almost the same thing as yesterday, but I have Bolt House Ranch for my veggies, and then a bunch of tomatoes. Hey guys, it is lunchtime. I swear it's like burning up now. It's freezing this morning. Had to have my sweater on. Now it's really warm. In my office though, it's freezing. I've had to have my heater on because it's so cold in there. It just can't ever catch a break. I have lunch here, so I'll pop it up here. I did 1.5 servings of the low-carb taco casserole. So if you saw my meal prep, you saw how I put that together. It's literally like a base of cauliflower rice that I usually juju up somehow, you know, with spices and tomatoes or whatever I do. I change it up like all the time. And then, sorry, I have to, like, it's bugging me over here. Then the next layer is whatever kind of meat you want. So I usually do either extra lean ground beef or ground turkey, and I did ground turkey this time. And again, added seasonings and bell peppers and onions and all that stuff. And then put cheese on top of that. And then I just top it with some lettuce, and then I have some plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and then I have some salsa or pico de gallo salsa and some guacamole. So this will be my lunch today. I'm really, like, I was so tempted to stop by and get a coffee. I'm like just craving. It's been a hot minute. Like, I'm trying to think, 3 weeks? I think it's like since the weekend that the new coffee drinks came out at my Dutch Brothers. So I want to say it was like about 3 weeks ago. And I had like 2 coffees in that week time. And that's the last ones I've had. I was just craving it so bad. And there's one like literally right down the street from me, like just a couple blocks from my house. I am so tempted to grab and go in there and get some, but I don't think I can fit it in my day today. So I'm just going to wait. I think I'm going to make myself, I have some cold brew. So I think I'm just going to make myself some cold brew with some of the Califia Farms pumpkin creamer or something like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. For dinner tonight, it's going to be really similar to my lunch. I didn't really plan that very well. I'm going to do tostada salads. I was going to do this new way to make these bowls, but I don't think it's like such a long process. So to make your own tostada bowls, before, like literally either I buy them or I just like throw a tortilla over a bowl and put it in the oven. But this process made these bowls look so good. And I'm just afraid it's gonna be another one of those fails. Like, I mean, it was on a video I watched and it was step by step. So literally like they take the tortilla, they put it on top of a bowl, then they put some foil on it, then they flip it over. And then you kind of put the foil, kind of helps hold the bowl around the bowl. Like it helps hold the tortilla around the bowl. And then you bake it. I can't remember how long, but there's one layer of baking there. And you put like oil on it. I was just gonna use cooking spray. So you put that in the oven. That's the first baking. Then it showed taking the foil, I think taking whatever's out of the center out, because by this time it's like kind of baked enough to hold it. So then you take out the whatever you have in the middle to make it a bowl shape. You take that out. I'm pretty sure you took the foil off too at that point. And then you put it back in the oven. And I think that's supposed to help like get it browned, because at that point it's not really brown because you've had the foil on it. Then you take it out of the oven and you turn it upside down, and then you put it in the oven again. And I think that's just get the bottoms brown. I mean, it was like 30 minutes, I think, at least, like to get yourself a tostada bowl. I don't know. I just don't want to spend that much time on it to see if it's not going to work. So I don't know. I may try it and may see what happens. It may be kind of fun to see if it happens. I don't think though, for one, I don't think I have a big enough like oven safe bowl to do that. I don't think the foil would be enough to like hold it up. I don't know. I just may do what I do normally and just spray it with some cooking spray, throw it over something to make it kind of a bowl shape, and throw it in the oven. That's literally probably what I'm going to do. I have not tried it in the air fryer. Can you make them in the air fryer? Oh, I'm so curious about that. Again, I don't think I have a big enough bowl. I don't know. I may look that up and see if you can do it in the air fryer. I never thought about that. I feel like the tortillas just whip around because if things are too light in there, they just blow around all over. So I don't know if it would work in there or not. But anyway, tonight is going to be chicken tostada salads. That's going to be my dinner tonight. I've already made my chicken. I made that in meal prep. I just did it in the Instant Pot with a package of chicken taco seasoning and just threw it in the Instant Pot and cooked it real quick. So I'm just need to shred it up and that'll be done. And I'll just need to throw together a bowl pretty similar to what I have right here. Only I'm just going to do salad and the chicken. I don't even have any. I have some fat-free refried beans. I don't think I have any black beans. I meant to pick some up, but I don't think I have any. So it's going to be a pretty boring bowl. I don't know. Maybe I'll use some of the fat-free refried beans. Maybe that's what I'll do. But anyhow, I guess I'll see you then. It's going pretty good today. Pretty quiet. My progress on my rings are not as much as I wanted. I feel like I'm always about 4 at lunchtime though for my stand-up. And then I'm only like, I can't read that, 39% on my movement. And I feel like I was more than that yesterday. So I need to work on that. It's pretty slow today. So I've just been kind of working on a lot of stuff that I don't ever get a chance to work on because we're too busy. So it's nice to be able to get some of that stuff done. I made my lunch and then head back. I did eat my snack that I showed earlier. I'm still working on my tomatoes. Those tomatoes are so good. If you missed my grocery haul, they're the Nature Sweet Constellation tomatoes. They are so good. So good. So I've just been snacking on those, and then the cucumbers and peppers and the Bolthouse Ranch. I snacked on those earlier. I did not eat my yogurt yet. I just had my oatmeal and that was it. So I think that catches you up on everything. I will check in with you guys later. So it appears I only have one oven safe bowl in my house. So I have this one here that I'm putting this around. So what I did for this one is I have a ball of foil just on top of a big ramekin. I'm just kind of forming this around this foil, and I think we'll be good to go. So put these in 375. I'm gonna start off with like 10 minutes, see how they look. I'm not doing that whole process. I re-looked at the video again. I will link it down below if you guys want to try out the one I was talking about earlier, where you put it in like 4 times. I'll put that down there if any of you want to try it. If you do try it, let me know. But I'm going to do it this way. And I just sprayed some cooking spray on this, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. First, before I make dinner, I'm going to go ahead and do my bike ride, and then after dinner, I'm going to do my arms. I did not have my protein coffee today, and I can kind of feel it, but I think I may do a cold brew instead. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel a little bit later. So my protein may be a little bit low today, but I wanted to tell you I'm trying. This is a new flavor for me, the tropical coconut. Pretty sure I've not tried this one, of the Body Armor Light. You guys know I love these. What is that weird like glare there? I don't know if I want to show you my messy bathroom and closet back there. Anyway, this one's really good. Highly recommend. So I'm going to drink this while I do my 30-minute bike ride. It may be longer, but as far as my rings, I'm at 6 out of 12 on my stand-up, so I need to work on that. Let me look and see what I am on the rest of it. Okay, let's see here. So as far as movement, I'm at 69%, and then I'm at 7 out of 12 now on my thing. So I'll close out my exercise one, of course, when I'm doing my bike ride, and then the other ones should be closed, I'm hoping, by the end of the day. So let's take the fan off of there and let's do my bike ride. My husband has to have a fan on when he's sleeping. So every night I take the fan down every day and he puts it back up every night. So anyway, okay, let's go do a bike ride. And here's how my tortillas came out. They came out really good. I have a half of a cup of fat-free refried beans in there. And then I am topping that off with some lettuce. I have some chicken and a little bit of cheese, some jalapenos, guacamole, pico de gallo salsa, and some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And I'll tell you guys, this hit the spot. It was so good. I need to have these types of things more often. Apologies if you can hear that TV out there. My husband's watching YouTube and he watches it very loudly. So I'm finishing up the night. I ended up, this was a great day, and 2 great days in a row. Ended up with closing up all of my rings. So they're all closed, you can see. Oh no, I didn't close up the standing one. That thing drives me crazy. But my movement, I have like 113%. My exercise, I did 58 minutes. It's because I did actually a 30, I was talking and then I was watching a show and stuff. And so then I ended up doing like a 40 minute, let me look at my thing here. 45-minute bike ride, and then it was 15-minute arm workout. So but it came at 58 minutes. So obviously I think it was one of them. I must not have, that's weird, it did not add up to 60 minutes, because it should have, because my thing right here is showing me 45 and 15, but then my exercise minutes show 58. I don't know, I can't do math. In my standing, I'm at 9 out of 12, so I don't know. That one, like I said, I guess you have to stand up once an hour. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I do, but I still need 9 out of 11. Maybe I can get it before I go to bed. We'll see. As far as my macros, I did 1,420 calories, which is lower than my goal. So it's like 190 calories lower. 159 protein though, and my protein goal is 158. 38 fat, and my fat goal is 49, and 77 carbs, and my carb goal is 110. I am going to eat this. But these are within the calculations. This was the yogurt that I took with me this morning and did not eat. So I'm gonna have this for my dessert. And that is that. So that is my 2 days. So yeah, feeling really good. I did really good these last 2 days. So this is my Monday and Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is what I'm thinking. I have been getting a lot of requests on Instagram to do like what I eat in a days over there for people who don't do YouTube. So I may just do Wednesday in a video, and then Thursday I may film like what I eat in a day over there, like, and then put it up in a reel or something. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking about doing that. Or I may just do it both and then just also put it in a YouTube video and then also put it over there on Instagram. I don't know. So anyway, I'm just kind of, because I'm getting a ton of DMs lately, just people saying, like, also like with my recipes, when I say head over to YouTube and watch the video to see like how I make like my meal prep stuff, and a lot of people are like, I don't do YouTube, do I have to go look for it? So I have been contemplating for years, you guys know, for years, doing a website, but honestly, I just don't have time. I mean, y'all know, I mean, I work a lot, and I just don't have time to keep it up, and I would be very disappointed if it was not a good website, you know what I mean? Like, I am so OCD about stuff like that. And so what I have another way in mind of sharing recipes. So I'm working on that. I may not be able to get that off the ground though until I have some actual like time to work on it. So it may be a New Year thing. I really wanted to get it rolled out this year, but I'm really, and I may be able to kind of do like a soft rollout where I just kind of share it, but it may not be till December when I have 2 weeks off from work and I can really spend some quality time working on it. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, work on it here and there, and then it'll be ready. So anyway, that is what's going on. Okay, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.